What's up, guys? It's Wanderer back here, and I'm going to be starting a new project this week, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to piece all this together, and when I get finished, everything will be one short and complete video. This is an old pack frame I had that's well over, 30 years old. I had it when I was in the Boy Scouts, and I was about 8 or 9 years old, so it's seen a lot of time, and it's just been sitting in my shop for years and years. And after I saw a video on Wilderness Outfitters and Dave Canterbury did on pack discussion, pack frames, I decided to try to see if I can bring this thing back to life. It's in pretty rough shape, and I don't think there's going to be much usable on it beyond the frame itself. See, it's got an old bag type storage compartment. Really messed up waist belt that ain't gonna near fit me anymore anyway, so I may be able to save the straps, maybe give them a bucket wash and see what I can do. Maybe some duct tape, on the shoulder pads or something. Look at there, guys, made in the USA. You don't see that very often anymore. This brand is Camp Trails. Now, I don't remember who made that, but there weren't any Dick's Sporting Goods or anything like that when I was coming up. It's a local outdoor outfitter that we got this from. But the good news is the frame is aluminum. It's extremely lightweight. It's in great shape. So I think I'm going to be able to do something with this. Maybe attach some type of container or another pack to it. So I'm going to break this down. We're going to start with getting this painted and dry fitted, and we'll see what it looks like, and I'll get back with you guys when we get started on that. Stay with me. What's up, guys? It's Wanderer back here again with part 2 of the pack frame that I'm redoing. The first part of the video I showed you what it looked like coming out of the shop, and it was a pretty big mess. Over here, these are the things I'm not going to be able to save. That's the old bag part, which is the main storage part of the pack. That thing's shot. And the waistband I talked about, it's in terrible shape. I'm not going to try to do anything with it. I think what we may be able to do is possibly save these shoulder straps. They look to be in decent shape. I'm going to give them a good washing, and then maybe cover them in camouflage duct tape. And then this mid strap that goes across the back of the pack, I think it's in pretty decent condition. I don't see any major tears or anything. I'm just going to try and clean it up a little bit. The buckles and the straps look to be in good shape, so we're going to try to salvage those. As far as the frame itself, I took everything off. I'm going to get some cork and plug the holes where everything gets pinned to it. Everything that was attached to this was done using some cotter pin type attachments. Not terribly sturdy, but yeah, they're actually just like split rings that you might find on a used car keychain, but they'll hold the straps and everything else securely. I mean, they were still on after 30 plus years, so I've no doubt that they'll work. These are the pins that we're holding on the bags. Don't know if we'll be using those again or not, but we're going to save them. And these are the main pins that hold the straps on. And it takes 3 of these black cylinders, and you just come through the top here and secure it right there in the middle. I'm going to have to do a little work on it because it's getting stuck right there, but I think we actually may just come up from the bottom. Okay. Alright, and then it's just going to secure up there with another cotter pin. The 3 cylinders cover it up in the middle here. So that's what it looks like in its raw state. I took everything off. I gave it a light sanding with some sandpaper, a little heavier grit sandpaper. Got any corrosion off of it so that doesn't get trapped up under it. The next thing I'm going to do is go with some dark green paint, hunter green, olive green type paint. I'm going to put cork in all the holes so that everything still fits. We're going to cork all those up before we paint it. And when we get back, I'll show you what it looks like, so stay with me. Okay guys, here's the frame. I stripped it down, took all the cotter pins out of it, all the fabric, the bag and everything. I sanded off all the corrosion in spots where it wasn't bad, but there were a few spots that I needed to sand down. Just kind of roughed up the whole thing, and then put a couple of coats of paint on it. There's a couple of light spots, but other than that, they're not really noticeable, and I'm pretty happy with it. So this is what it looks like after it's finished. And next we're gonna try to fix up the shoulder pads and then see what we can attach to this. So give you guys one more little close up there. All in all, I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I used a can of Hunter Green paint. It was a paint primer in one. I didn't really want to have to buy 2 cans, so I settled for a Hunter Green, and it came out pretty good. So it's not bad considering. I think that'll be a good color using in the woods for hunting. So next thing is we're going to put the straps on and see how she holds up. So stick around. Okay guys, here's the finished frame painted and with the shoulder straps put on. I can tell you I'm probably going to have to go through and put a coat of sealer on it just to keep the paint from chipping. I noticed a couple of little flake spots, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of what it's going to look like, and I'm going to show a couple of configurations, maybe with a waste basket as a container, and then if I can find a pack to attach to it. But that's the original straps there, and I think they're going to work out okay. I think we're going to be able to save those. So I tried it on, fits good. You know, I had to lengthen out the straps about as far as it would go because, you know, this was made for me about 30 years ago. But I think it's going to serve its purpose. You can see the straps there. It's extremely strong, but also it's extremely lightweight. So I'm looking forward to getting out and testing it out when hunting season comes back in. I'm going to do a couple of mock-up configurations, like I say, just to show how I plan to use it towards the end of the video. So we'll get to that in just a second. Okay guys, here's one configuration for the pack frame. This is using a plastic waste basket, and got to give credit to Dave Canterbury for that. I saw this idea when he was demoing the bull pack frame a couple of months ago, and turns out to be a really good idea. I keep some bungee cords in the truck. You know, you never know when you may need those, so I've got a can of them. You can see right there, I just different sizes that I keep handy when I need them. Alright, and just to give you a look from the other side. Okay, that's a 28 quart Rubbermaid container, but I think it'll hold up pretty good. There's still some room on the bottom to lash something to. You know, maybe a shelter or a bedroll, whatever you may need. You've got some extra room there, so that's one use for it. I'm probably going to have to do a little more as far as supporting the bottom, depending on the weight of what I'm carrying. But I think for the most part, it's, you know, pretty solid. So you know, you can actually see the can itself is taking the form of the frame. So I think it's going to hold on pretty good. So I think this is going to be the end, and hope you guys enjoyed it. And just, you know, whenever you're out, flea market, yard sale, whatever the case is, keep your eye out for an old backpack frame. You may have a diamond in the rough there. Alright, this has been Wander, and thanks for watching, guys.